the sunrise hits. Sit alone a minute while the silence sits. Sits on everything I carry from the day before. Every wound I covered up the walk out that door to a world that doesn't know the way. Doesn't know I almost didn't make it to this day. Date with destiny or just another day. War paint on before I face whatever comes my way. Way up, the warrior ain't always loud. Sometimes he's just getting up and facing the crowd that never sees the ritual before the show.
War paint on.
That's all they need to know. War paint.
Put it on before the world gets in.
War paint.
War paint.
War paint.
Nobody sees where I have been.
War paint.
Whoa, I'm up before I face the day.
War paint.
War paint.
War paint.
This is how I keep the dark at bay.
Look myself dead in the eyes and made a deal. Deal to keep on moving no matter what I feel. Feel the doubt, feel the weight, feel the feel. Put the war paint on and make it disappear. Disappear the version that would rather stay in bed. Rather pull the covers over everything instead. Instead I rise, instead I push, instead I face. War paint on and stepping into my own space. Space of someone who decided long ago that the pain don't get to run the morning show. Show is mine from the moment that I wake. War paint on for everything that's at stake. This ain't performance, this ain't for the crowd. This is just the price of carrying this loud life, loud dreams, loud everything inside. War paint is the only thing that lets me step outside. War paint every morning. War paint.
Nobody sees.
War paint.
Just me in the mirror.
War paint.
And I'm ready. Stop explaining. Stop defending. Stop giving words to people who twist them. Dead silent and deadlier for it.
Used to speak my truth to anyone who hear. Used to lay it all out, make my vision clear as day, but they still twisted what I said. Use my own words like a weapon to my head. So I stopped the talking, stopped the open door. Stopped inviting people into what I'm for my own protection, for my own peace. Dead silent to the results of the release of everything I couldn't say in words. Let the action speak so loud is all they heard. Heard without a sentence, without a single line. Dead silent, moving, everything is fine. Dead silent. Stop explaining what they'll never understand. Dead silent. Let the words speak louder than my words can. Dead silent. Every move I make now happens out of sight. Dead silent. To see it when it's done and know I was right. Watch the ones who talk the most achieve the least. Watch the noise die down while the quiet release something bigger than the speech could hold. Dead silent is the loudest story ever told. Told in buildings, told in moves, told in time, told in everything they said I never find a way, find a level, find a top. Dead silent never meant I plan to stop. Stop the grind, stop the vision, to stop the climb. Silence was the strategy the whole time. Whole time they were waiting for a word from me. Dead silent was the greatest thing that I could be. Every time I felt the urge to prove myself with words, I swallowed it. Let it become fuel. The quieter I got, the louder the work became. Dead silent is just another word for unstoppable. Dead silent. Dead silent. Still building. Still moving. They'll understand when it's too late to stop me. Didn't wake up this way, they made me this way. One disappointment at a time, till the one just stopped coming. Moving silence, never show their hand. Calculate every step before I land. Land on solid ground or don't land at all. Cold-blooded now, can't afford to fall. Used to let the feelings lead the way. Used to let emotions have they say. Say too much, cause too much, hurt too deep. Now I make decisions in my sleep. Sleep on cinnamon, wake up with clarity. Cold-blooded, ain't a flaw, it's a rarity. Rarity of someone who learned the lesson right. Feelings got me wounded, logic keeps me tight. Cold-blooded, cold-blooded. Don't mistake the silence for weakness in me. Cold-blooded, cold-blooded. Learn to cut the feeling, stay free. Cold-blooded, cold-blooded, cold-blooded. Every soft part died, so the strong could live. Cold-blooded, cold-blooded, cold-blooded. Took everything I had, nothing left to give. Watch me in a crisis, watch me stay still. While the room is burning, I'm assessing the deal. The deal of what it costs and what it's worth. Cold-blooded since the day I learned my worth. Worth for girth, wasn't given, wasn't handed down. Had to build it brick by brick from the ground. Ground zero, no support, no net below. Cold-blooded is just what you get when you grow. Grow, do what would've broken someone soft. Count the ones who stay and count the ones who scoff. Scoffed at every dream I said out loud. Cold-blooded now, moving through the crowd. People call it cold, I call it earned. Every degree you want that loss was a lesson that I learned. You want to hold me back, that person's gone. Cold-blooded was the only way to carry on.